Hi there, my name is Philip and I run the Instagram channel Philip or Flop, where I inspire homeowners everywhere to make their own homes incredible through the power of DIY. Aside from adding character, my goal is to add functional storage elements to every room that I work on in my own home, and I encourage my followers to do the same. I've made over many spaces in my own home, and one of the ones I'm most proud of is my garage. The garage is often a space that becomes cluttered, and there are so many opportunities for organizing and maximizing the space. In this video, I want to give you my top tips for creating a garage space that is functional and maybe even one you'd want to hang out in. One of the most common situations you find in a garage, big piles of stuff all over the floor. I know, because I've been there. While having some things on the floor is inevitable, you should try to maximize as much of the wall and ceiling space as possible. Use the whole volume of the garage space, not just the floor. The first step to organizing is making sure that everything you want to store has a purpose or brings you joy. If it doesn't, consider donating it. It's much easier to organize a space when there's only half the stuff. Start by getting everything that fits into a container. The ability to stack them and pack them is priceless, and it will immediately make it feel like you've gained space, even if they're still stacked on the floor. If you don't already have an established container system, I suggest that you buy only one or two different sizes. Containers are much easier to pack when they're consistent size. The next step is to get those containers off the floor. There are many types of floor racks you can use to organize them for things that you use often. We keep our kids' outdoor toys down low on a rack so that they can access them when they're ready to play. Many garages have tall ceilings. Overhead storage is an amazing opportunity for increasing your storage space because you can store a ton of stuff and still have plenty of room to walk under or park your car underneath. Most systems are adjustable and can even be mounted over garage doors. We don't have much attic space in our house, so I've mounted 7 overhead units in our garage, which has been a game changer. Make sure you label your containers and make an inventory that you can update in a notebook or a spreadsheet. You'll always know where those items are located. If you run out of wall or ceiling space, a great solution is to rent a storage unit where you can take those items that you don't use very often. We have an extra space storage facility about 5 minutes from us where I keep some large tools that I don't use that often. And in addition, we take some of our seasonal decor. We don't use it for 9 months out of the year. We take it there as well. We have a small inside access unit and it's climate controlled, which is perfect. It's affordable and it's a great solution to free up that extra space in our garage. Another problem area in the garage is when you have a big pile of shoes right at the entry door. Even if you don't have the space for a full-blown drop zone, a simple shoe storage cabinet can really reduce the feel of clutter in that area. The one that we have also doubles as a bench, which is nice when you want to put your shoes on outside. If you have any yard to maintain, likely you have a lot of associated tools that you use quite often. I found that open shelving and wall-mounted hooks allow me to store almost all these types of tools for quick access. Being a homeowner comes with the responsibility of maintenance, even if you're not a huge DIYer. You still will likely have tools, paint, cleaning supplies, etc. Since these are used often, they're best stored in cabinets so you can access them very easily. If you have the ceiling height, double stacking the cabinets is another way to really utilize your space in your garage. Cabinets can quickly be overrun with stuff as well, so I recommend that you use as many labeled containers within those cabinets as possible. If everything has a home, it's a lot less likely that they'll turn into junk drawers over time. I have separate spaces for my paint, my painting consumables, electrical components, light bulbs, home hardware, screws, and my tools. My frequently used tools are stored in tool cabinets with pull-out drawers. I separate them by function, and remember, put them back in the same spot and you'll save yourself a ton of time finding your tools during your next home maintenance or renovation project. Pegboards are a convenient way to store small to medium-sized tools that you use all the time. Pegboards are reconfigurable and they can be outfitted with a ton of different types of hooks to really be able to accommodate different tool shapes. It's so much easier for me to grab tools off my wall than to just rummage through a drawer or bin to find them. And I love the way my collection looks displayed all in one place. In an unorganized garage, there's usually at least one extension cord to trip over, and it's usually filled with knots. A wall or ceiling mounted cord reel is the perfect solution for organizing extension cords. They come in lengths of up to 100 feet, and they're retractable, allowing the cord to be accessed and stored in a matter of seconds. You can also find these reels for compressed air hoses as well if you utilize those in your garage. I've always thought that if you create a garage space that you want to be in, you'll be much more likely to keep it organized over the long run. In my space, I've done everything possible to make the garage feel like an extension of the home, a place that I can be proud of. There are two projects that I've done that have completely transformed the feel. The first one was to install epoxy coatings on the floor surface. This was a lengthy process, it was challenging, but it really changed the feel of the space from a storage area to a showroom. Epoxy floors are beautiful, durable, they're easy to clean, and they don't absorb permanent stains like concrete often does. With everything stored up off the floor, I can vacuum out and mop up the garage in a matter of minutes, and it looks like new. The second project was to install some wood accent walls here in my workshop space. Really warms up the space, makes me want to hang out here all the time. So much so that I brought out a comfy chair and I installed a TV. I hope I've shown you enough tips so you can start thinking about where you can improve your own garage organization. Remember, utilize that wall space, utilize that ceiling space, and make sure everything has a home. Once a year, go through your stuff, figure out what you can donate, figure out what you can take to a long-term storage facility. Doing these things will help you improve the functionality of one of the most important storage spaces in your home.